Hello, and welcome back to Educator.com AP World History. In this session, we're still looking at period 4, which is 1750. No, let's start that over again. It's 1450 to 1750. And in this will be our last session with period 4, but I want to look at one of the thinking skills as we exit this era, and that is the thinking skill of contextualization, putting things in context and not seeing things as isolated. And why do we need to do that? Okay? So let's take a look at some reasons why this is a good thing. Historical events took place in the past. Oh, duh. Everybody knows that. But we seem to, as human beings, when we look at the past, to expect it to be just like the present, only then. Well, that is a very big mistake. We should regard the past as a foreign country, something that's going to take some effort on our part to try to understand. Like when you go to a foreign country, you don't understand the language, they have strange customs, you don't know if you're doing the right thing or the wrong thing, and you can get very upset and say, what's wrong with these people? Why don't they act right? Or, which is not a good way to do it. Or you could say, I'm going to try to understand these people in their own context and understand them from where they're coming from. And if we do that, we'll learn to understand these people a lot better. And that's like the past. So if we use context, we get a more accurate picture of the past. And if we don't use it, we get inaccurate and mistaken notions of events. And it's just plain lazy thinking. Do you remember there's two kinds of thinking? There's fast and there's slow. Fast and slow thinking. Daniel Kahneman has pointed this out very well in his book, Thinking Fast and Slow, and I think it's really important for us as those who want to learn history and really understand it to hit upon this. The notion is almost all that we do with our thinking is in our fast thinking, and our fast thinking works automatically. We don't have to do anything. It just happens, and boom, boom, boom. You make real quick decisions about things. And usually, these are very good and right. But sometimes, we need our slow thinking skills because these are the ones that human beings have in abundance, at least the potential. We have these huge brains that can use logic and can use techniques that keep us from fooling ourselves, which the fast part of our thinking, it tends to fool us a lot. And so slow thinking can do that too, but slow thinking is where we can get out of that rut. And why don't we do it more often? And Kahneman says it's because of this lazy problem. We're just, as human beings, lazy, and to think is work. And so we don't do it. But if we're going to be good historians, scientists, we're going to need to do it. All right? So let's put that effort in. And another thing is that contextualization says, let's look at the bigger picture. Instead of focusing right down on some event and just looking at what's going on there, we back up and we look and we say, oh, that's a part of all of this that's going on. It's not just that isolated thing. So contextualization is backing up and seeing what other factors are involved in what we're seeing. And one of the things that, as world historians, we want to look at world influences in a local event. And if you just say, well, I think I'd like to go back to my fast thinking and take life easy, you do want to do well on this AP exam. And they're going to hit you with slow thinking skills and world influences. So let's get them down. And to do this for this period, we're going to look at the example of the conquering of the Aztecs by the Spanish, a huge event that takes place. Let's take a look at it.